Hey guys and gals, friends of YouTube, Love to Fly Helis here. Just wanted to share with you the fun we had yesterday. We got quite a bit of footage. We didn't get as much as we normally do. One of my camera guys wasn't there, so we missed a lot of it. But Ken and his boy Andy and Byron and myself all went over to Ozark Flyers in Fayetteville yesterday and flew at their club. And really just a beautiful, beautiful day. First really pretty day we've had. It was in the upper 70s, sunshine, hardly no wind, so there's quite a few people there. Had a lot of helicopters there. Got some footage of that. My friend Norman had his new Goblin 500 there, and somehow we managed to go all day, probably through 5 flights of that thing, and never got a speck of video of it. But it is one hot little heli, I'll tell you. It's sweet. Had a few others there, and we flew some planes and stuff. But anyway, just a kind of a quick shot here. A few of the things we did. Another thing, I got to meet up with one of my old high school buddies. I haven't seen him in probably 10 years, and that was kind of fun. Turns out he doesn't live that far from there, so we're going to end up trying to get together some more and do some more visiting, catching up on stuff. So anyway, we had a great day, and here's just a little bit of what we did. Just thought we'd share with you. This next clip is just a little clip of this is my friend from high school. We met when we were 12 also. We've been buddies a long time. We've had a lot of good times together. His name's Daryl Cornett, and his nickname back then was Corny. And I'm not going to tell you what mine was, but anyway, it's a little story. We were reminiscing about a car wreck him and I had when we were 16, and we caught Byron taping us. We didn't realize he was taping us, and he shut the camera off so he didn't get the full story. But what happened when I was talking about holding my head and I had blood running down my arm, I was freaking out, thought my head was split open, and I laid down on the ground. The paramedics got there and cleaned me all off, and all I had was a knot on my head. Well, it turned out I had a hole, a slash right here in the end of my little finger from a piece of glass on the windshield where I went through the windshield, and that's where all the blood was coming from. I was laying there freaking out, thought my brains were going to hang out of my head. So anyway, that's kind of where this little story went.
That guy on his bike, and he was reaching into my, you remember the old brown truck?
Yeah.
Had the coffin interior.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were pushing that bike, that guy on the bike, and he reaching his saddlebag looking for a gun or whatever.
Yeah, I remember what happened on that, but it freaked us out.
Yeah, we kind of just let him go.
I also remember heading toward Huntsville in the little Datsun.
Yeah.
Is that when you went over the cliff when he had the snake?
Toyota and the
Yeah, it was
snake.
a little Datsun, your dad's, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that
Yeah, it was a little Toyota.
Was it Toyota?
Yeah. A little blue
Well, the
one.
brakes were wearing scratching on it, so he had unhooked the right brake line and stuck a nail in it. Or the left one. The left one.
Yeah, no, it was the right one.
Was it?
Because
Well,
when
it
we did
grabbed.
it grabbed us.
Well, it grabbed the right side.
Well, yeah.
So it would have been the
yeah,
left.
It would have been
And
the
we're
left.
going up the highway up there just out of St. Paul, and it's straight down.
Yeah.
You know, and we had this little king snake playing with it, and we were just goofing on. We weren't neither one afraid of snakes, but I just tossed it over around his neck, and he went, ah, and slammed on the brake. Well, guess what it did? Right over that cliff we went.
Terry hit the windshield, busted the windshield. The snake was deader than hell on the dash.
Laying
when
over
we
the
came.
dash.
We hit a rock bigger than the car itself, so the
It
only
was the
thing
size of that
stopped
trailer, we'd have went right in the river.
Yeah.
And I got out, staggering around, and you know, I got this big knot on my head right here, and I was just like, oh my God! And I pulled my hand down, there was blood just pouring down my arm.
And he got out of the
okay,
car,
my head is
I've
split
got a
open.
concussion, I've got a
And
concussion.
he's taping
Sure.
this.
Sure enough.
Oh, not too
Come back,
bad.
come back.
That's all you gotta do, shut the throttle down.
Okay.